All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites of the Lions Den Camp, located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Before we begin, we want to give praises to the Most High and His Son, and honors to our elders, of which we, learned the foundation of this truth. We say, Kal,
Halayim, La, Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Ma'amah.
And double honor to our elders over at GMS and their elders in Shalom to Akim and our Baptist children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. We're going to dive right in, man. This title of this epistle is going to be called From Beggars to Eternal Kings. All right, and Brother Arakah said a different way, as we used to hear it, rags to riches. So we're going to play off of that a little bit, all right? So matter of fact, let's start off with that one, and a little idea we could. Let's go here real quick. Before we even start. We'll go to, somebody grab Isaiah 4 and 6, and somebody get Revelation 13 and 18.
Yeah. Isaiah 64 and 6. And we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags.
Right, so right now, the Lord said all our righteousness is basically as what? Filthy rags, man. Right? So anything we do, the Lord has considered us all under sin. But in the kingdom, He promised to make us perfect. Did He promise this to everybody? Did He promise this to Esau? No. Did He promise this to these other heathens on the earth? No. He promised this to the children of Israel. And we've been the ones placed on the bottom. So not only we're in poverty and impoverished and subject to taxes and in captivity, but also we were born in sin. All right? But we're hoping and believe that someday the Lord's going to raise us up and do this for us too. Go ahead. Keep right, you can finish that one.
And we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away.
Right. So, yep. So our iniquity, like the wind, has taken us away. Think about it. And we've gone to wherever the wind blew. And we ended up over here in America in bondage. All right. That was it. On that point, somebody grab the other one I asked for.
This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 18.
So this is from rags to riches. Our righteousness is as filthy rags, right? Go ahead.
Revelation 13 and 18?
I think it was.
Okay, this is Revelation 13 and 18.
3 and 18.
3 and 18?
Yep.
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 18.
Come on, Lord.
I counsel thee to buy me, I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see.
See that? So now, we don't want our shame to what? Appear before the Most High. All right, we want to be covered. We want to have on rich garments. We want to be rich and white raiment, be made righteous. So we're going to go from what? From rags to riches, literally. So now let's move on to this lesson. It says, somebody get Psalms 90 and 9, Proverbs 3 and 31. All right, so we're going to go from beggars to kings, man. And this is a beautiful story written and created by the Most High Himself, the author of salvation. All right, the true author, which comes from the root words of being authority. All right.
This is Psalms 90, verse 9.
Yep.
For all our days are passed away in thy wrath.
So all our days have passed away in thy wrath, even us being in slavery for the sins that we committed. All right, so every day passes away in the Lord's wrath. Go ahead.
We spend our years as a tale that is told.
So our years on this earth are as a tale that's told, man. So we want to see the story that the Lord telling of a beggar that goes from a beggar to a prince, from a prince to a king. All right? So it's a beautiful story, man. But it's not fiction. Proverbs 3 and 31.
This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Right, so that's the whole focus of this whole lesson. That the Lord is telling us to don't envy the oppressor. Don't envy Esau. You know, when we ride through their neighborhood and they got the whole thing, what they call it Karens or Ken, to when they try to kick you out of their neighborhood, when we know it was originally our people's neighborhood. You know, they're the invaders. They're the ones that's stealing people's land, stealing their identity. All right. So why should we envy them? The Lord said, don't envy those people. All right. So why? Because we got a blessing coming to us, man. We got the blessing, that the promise that was given from Abraham, Isaac to Jacob, not Abraham, Isaac to Esau. Don't envy your woman. You know, the Lord told us there's a time that those that have wives be as though they have none. It didn't say those that have husbands be as though you have none. Talking to the women, no. He said to the men, it's time for y'all to be as though you had no wives, man. Meaning, focus on you and God, you and your house. All right. So this whole world looked down on him in some form or fashion. He said his own enemies shall be those of his own household. Meaning that's that roller coaster ride you're gonna be on. Somebody with you today, they're not with you tomorrow. Then they with you again the next day. Even at your job, even out here in the streets, you walk around the streets, the scriptures say his eyes shall be evil towards his brother. So amongst our own people, they look down on each other. There's envy, there's jealousy. All right? But the Lord told us don't envy the oppressor. That's the whole focus, all right, of this lesson. Because we're going to go from beggars to truly rich. We are the royalty. Just because you remove the crown from a king, if you remove the crown from a king, he looks just like any other civilian. You know, but it's about the heritage. It's about the promise that's upon him. All right?
It's Luke chapter 1, verse 52. This is a prayer that Mary was saying when she was conceived the Abishai, she went to visit Elizabeth. It says, he hath put down the mighty from their estates and hath exalted them of low degree. He hath filled the hungry with good things, and the rich hath he sent away empty. So that's what the birth of Yahushua did, brought us out that low condition, but put us in that low condition we sin. Right? So that's what brought us down. We brought low, we brought in a state of confusion to have Esau rule over us.
Yeah. Right. Matter of fact, you get Malachi, what's that, 3 or 4? Or that 1 or 2 or something like that?
Church's way?
Yeah. But it was really talking about 2/3 of Jacob at that time. You know, they were like the rich that sold out to the Roman Empire.
Yes. This is Malachi chapter 1.
So we're going to use that scripture. The Lord turned away the rich and fed the hungry. We were the ones hungry. All right, go ahead.
This is Malachi 1, and I'm going to start at verse 3.
Right.
It says, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Right, but somebody go to Genesis 27. Huh? Yeah, the birthright. So he gave Esau his birthright. Esau was supposed to be the rich son because he was the firstborn. He's supposed to get the inheritance of the father. But he didn't get that. He didn't get the promises. The promises fell on Jacob. All right, so he would be considered rich. Remember that? When Jacob went to go meet Esau, Esau was filthy rich. He was balling.
Yeah. To the point that he didn't even really have to accept the gift because Jacob was trying to send off a fleet of gifts to come before he even got there.
That's right.
This is Genesis chapter 27, verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above.
This is going to be rich. You're going to get everything you want on this earth. But that was a setup. All right? But check this out. Go ahead. Now, this Genesis 27 is when Malachi played out. What he said to Malachi, I loved you, said the Most High, but I hated Esau. You know? Yeah.
This is Malachi chapter 1, starting at verse 2. It says, I have loved you, saith the Lord.
Right, he loved us when he made that come to pass with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Isaac put the blessing on Jacob and not on Esau. Go ahead.
Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Right, so our people say, wherein hast thou loved us? The Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right? what they call them, Hindus, they like, they be called Elamites, Elam. All right, go ahead.
Wherein hast thou...
Some Elamites just walked by, it's possible. Understand, but
Wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord?
right, the Lord like, yo, you don't remember? When did I show you love? You don't remember I showed you love already? Okay, wasn't Esau Jacob's brother? But go ahead.
It says, Esau Jacob, it says, was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord, yet I love Jacob. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
Right, so look, but right now we don't see that. We don't see Esau impoverished yet. You know, we see them ruling over us, ruling over the world. All right, so go ahead. I want to too far off the topic. No, I won't say it. Like I said, most of my pride got maybe, but I might stop you. Now you can go with the spirit. Luke 16 and 19 now. So with that understanding, let's go to Luke 16 real quick. Yep, 19. Luke 16 and 19.
It's Luke chapter 16, verse 19.
Yep.
There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen and fared sumptuously every day.
Right. Who is that? They're talking about Edom. You know, all the way to the point of they fared sumptuously every day. we seeing it. All right. What they building up their kingdom. They built up over in our land. They conquered us. They went out into the heavens with satellites and space stations. Now they're trying to bring in a new world order. All right, what did it say again? It said he fared sumptuously every day, and he was dressed in royal purple. Purple represents royalty. You see that? So they got set up on the status of dukes and kings.
Yeah.
All right, what's that? The woman up on the scarlet colored beast. Somebody get that? Yeah, the purple represents royalty. So he was walking around and upon the, there's so many scriptures coming to my mind. I'm gonna stay on top of it real quick. Somebody get that? Scarlet colored beast?
You want me to stay right here?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think it's 17.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-covered beast.
Right, the woman sitting upon the beast is who? America, leading with who's? NATO. That's the European country. Esau. Go ahead.
Full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Right, full of leaders that are blasphemous people, having 7 heads and 10 horns. The seven heads will represent NATO. You know, and the 10 horns will represent the EU or the European Union, Roman Empire. All right, so that's still Esau. This is Esau living and thriving in their blessing. All right, and faring sumptuously every day. Living deliciously. Hold it down. It ain't working.
Lay it down, lay it
Go
down.
ahead,
And the woman, it says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color.
Oh, she was arrayed in what?
Purple and scarlet color.
Yep.
All right, this is Luke chapter 16, verse 19. There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple.
Clothed in that purple. Living in royal status. Go ahead.
And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stone and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
So that goes into rulership. All right. So, yep. Go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 16, verse 19.
So this woman, basically Esau was given the power to narrate everything on the earth. Go ahead. Manipulate.
All right, it says, there was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple
There you go.
and fine linen and fared sumptuously every day.
There you go.
And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus who was laid at his gate full of swords.
See that? And we laid at his gate full of swords. And that beggar, that word Lazarus goes into the word Jacob. All right, and we became beggars here, full of swords. What from us being in sin, being afflicted, being persecuted. All right. Where was that? 22.
Yeah, 21. I'm going to 22.
Okay.
Keep going.
Yeah.
All right. Verse 20. Luke 16 and 22. And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom.
Yeah, you see that? All right, so now the beggar's going to be carried into their promise. That's what we're talking about. You know, so you got to see it. Imagine a beggar that was homeless, that had no wealth, no one protecting them, nobody caring for them, and then the rich people the rich people and these heathens, they walk by and disrespect him, look down on him, cast filth upon him, throw salt in his wounds. Let the dogs lick the wounds, which makes it worse. If a dog lick your wounds, it'll get infected. You know what I mean? So that was Esau letting these nations have their way with us, putting Chinese stores in our neighborhood, feeding us rat, cat, dog, letting these European nations distribute their medicines to us in the neighborhood, prescription pills that are all in Latin terms, and the police from England, which is set up by the courts. All right, so they allow all these nations to have their way with us, man. All right, so what I say again? I'm just picking it apart.
All right, let's Luke 16 and 22. And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angel into Abraham's bosom.
There you go. So when the beggar died, what it means is that ended. That suffering, that image of that person as a beggar ended. And now they became something else. Just like the rich man being rich, that story for them is going to come to an end. And it's going to be tables turned. And they both going to wake up from their dreams. One going to wake up from a nightmare, and the other one going to wake up from a wet dream, wake up into a nightmare. To their reality.
It's like when a rich man dreams and he's thirsty.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Just flow with me real quick. Let's go to Sirach 40 and 28. Sirach 40 and 28. Yeah. And then Deuteronomy 28 and 43.
Sirach 40 and 28.
Yeah, all the way to 30.
My son, lead not a beggar's life.
Right, so the Lord told us not to live a beggar's life. He said, he that doesn't work shall not eat. But guess what? We've been put in that condition when we went in slavery that had to be what? Start from the bottom. Even some of the Irish, they had to start from the bottom. And we become beggars. But who became the rich? These guys. These are the ones whose faces on the money. These are the guys that own the banks. These are the guys that own the Federal Reserve, which is not part of America. And they cause everyone to become poor. But our nation really, they say slavery, they say the Caucasian race, Esau stopped slavery. No, they didn't. They wanted us still in slavery. We stopped slavery by fighting. I seen a video the other day, somebody talking about that.
Seminole?
Yeah, Seminole Indians. Yeah, they got the same algorithm.
It's called the Gullish, the Gullish War.
Yeah. So, we already knew about John Horse, though, the Mexican army. But John Horse, they were giving him hell, man. So that's what ended slavery. All right, Esau, if he had it his way, he still had us in slavery. And you see Trump and they're trying to do that. By creating this new personalized militia called ICE. ICE agents going around grabbing the Latino and Native Americans, going around grabbing Haitians now. And they're going to have the Haitians. We all look like dark skin. So they're going to group everybody together at some point. So we see that goal. Is to put us, not only put us back in slavery, but to put the whole world in slavery. Under a new world order, under a satanic order. Alright? So now we're in that time again, just like during the Egyptian Empire, 1446 BC. When we were crying out, the Pharaoh was bringing hell down. But when we cried, he said they were starting to populate too much. Just like now, it's too many in the country. So now let's put hell on them. What happened when they cried out? His father. He sent his son. No, we Hebrew Israelites. Yeah, the ones over there in Africa, they most likely Africans. know what I mean? We don't take nothing from them, though. But they the Ethiopian Jews. That's what it said right there. And the Lord said, what about Ethiopia? Ethiopia's Kush, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ethiopian also shall die by the sword.
Yeah.
So the Lord, he ain't dealing with them Africans unless they bloodline comes from Israel, not the people there today. Unless their bloodline comes from the Negroes, you know what I mean? And they look like Africans. That's different. So even you, your bloodline can come from one of these tribes. You never know. You know what I mean? It ain't about color. That's why I said the Irish too, and some of the English. So we ruled in England for 1,000 years. But if your nation, if your bloodline doesn't go back to this, yeah? Okay, yeah. Lord willing, they'll be on your dad's side, not on your mom's side. But on your dad's side, that's the bloodline. Yeah. Turkey. Yeah, I know. I got you. Cherokee, though. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. Mine was PD Indian, my mother, in Carolina. But yeah, my dad's side, he straight up Negro. Judah. The real Judah. But you know, the Bible says the so-called Judites were dark skinned. But the people over in the land today, after the Balfour Declaration in 1948, who are those people, right? And they destroying everybody around them for the land. They're not supposed to be there. They got to come up out of that land, and we got to get our home back. We walk around here lingering on the damn earth. They want to continue this forever until we deplete it. They already tried genocide, it didn't work. So we got a purpose here. And our purpose is to serve God in this earth, to reestablish King David's throne in this earth. And his son, his descendant, Yahweh, that's his name, the so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. Right? So that's why we're here, man. But a lot of, 2/3 of our people don't understand that. They walk around in this beggarly state, willing to sell their soul, just to make $1, just to get out of this situation. You know what I mean? And the Lord taught us not to believe in hate. He taught us to trust him. He got something for us. You get mad at your son, you're not gonna you might like get out my face. But somebody come up to you and say, hey, I take this spot. You know, that's my son. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here now, that's my son. That's my son. But that's what we're about to witness. You know what I mean? The return of the house shot. They call his name Jesus. His name not Jesus. That means hail is Zeus. So the Lord has nothing to do with Zeus. Greek idols. Right? So let's continue with this. Hey man, that's a pleasure talking to you, man. How you doing?
Sir. Deuteronomy 20. Yeah, 28 and 43, right?
Yeah, I think so, right? 28, 40, 43 to 48.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Right, so hey, the stranger. That was strange, right?
Yep.
What, you was Cherokee? Yeah, I know.
We heard that before.
And thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee,
Yeah.
and thou shalt not lend to him.
Right, so we came down very low. So we became the beggarly nation on the earth. We became a byword and a proverb to these people. We got to go to them for the one of all things. We got to go to them for loans and bank loans, housing, food stamps. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
Right, so that was, the Lord said they were going to be the head. Wait, where you at?
44.
Okay, yeah, this is if we didn't listen. And the Lord put curses on us to where Esau became the head of the world, not only the head of us, but they became the rich nation, and we became the bottom of the barrel. That way, you hear people who came from the bottom of the barrel. That's where that term comes from. Then you got the crab pots in the barrel. Except we trying to come up, right? Jeez. We're in the bottom of the bottle. What's up, man? All right, now. So the Most High's true name is Yahweh. His son name is Yahweh, man. And he's from the tribe of Judah. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, we're the true Israelites of the Bible. Those people over in our land, they stole our land. What they're doing to those other nations around them, Gaza, they're going to get destroyed for that. It's coming back to them. The Bible says when the true people are in their land, the world should study war no more. What they doing today? War. Actually increasing the war, you know? But y'all, Hindu?
That's from Fiji,
Okay.
but from India.
Indian, is that right?
My family, not me.
Oh.
My family's from
Peru.
Peru.
Peru?
That'd be like, who would that be?
It's like
That's South America.
Yeah, but who is that?
That would be
Incas, Native American.
Native American Indians? Okay, I got it written on another chart. But
Uh-oh.
yeah,
Baby.
baby,
baby.
she's like, I'm ready to go. But this year, the Native Americans, a lot of them would be Gadites. The biblical tribe of Gad. You look like a Gadite too.
Come.
Y'all would be the Gadites, man. The Lord said the word Gad means truth. Let's make it that real fast before you leave. I know you gotta go, bro. Family, man. You gotta do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's Puerto Rican from the tribe of Ephraim.
Alright.
This is Genesis chapter 49,
It's about you in the Bible, your people.
verse 19. It says, Gad, a troop shall overcome him,
This one y'all got named Gad. They took that name from y'all, man.
but he shall overcome at the last.
But he's gonna overcome at the last, man. But there's gonna come a time where y'all people and us, we're gonna come together and we're gonna overcome our oppressors. Right? But it ain't gonna be by us. Like, hey, we're gonna do a riot. It ain't gonna happen like that. All right, go ahead. Okay, somebody get that. It's just descend with a shout from heaven. The Lord shall descend from heaven with a shout. He said, damn, hold on. With a shout. With a shout. Yeah, you got that real quick? Yep. First Thessalonians.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 16.
That's the one we're gonna fight.
It says, For the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua himself shall descend from heaven with the shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first.
See that? So that's when we're gonna fight. When Yahushua returns. But what is he gonna look like? Go ahead, get that from Revelation 1:13.
This is Revelation chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot.
That's where we got these garments from. The garments come from the book of Numbers, right? That's what we wore. Y'all used to wear these, the fringes. Come on, man.
And girt about the paps with the golden girdle.
Right, so he had a golden girdle on, meaning now he reached the highest level of priesthood. That's our high priest in the heaven. Our golden priesthood, bro.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Whoa, I thought he looked like this.
That's too many.
Oh, yeah. I thought he looked like that. That guy named is Caesar Borgia, Cesare Borgia. All right, the son of the sixth pope of Rome. He was everything bad you could think of. That was that guy. Criminal family. And they put him up as the Messiah in 1600. All right, go ahead. This is the real image of the Messiah in the Bible.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs were white and woolly. Right? White and woolly. You see that? Go ahead.
As white as snow,
White as snow, and it had no red in it. Go ahead.
and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And I was real serious, because he got judgment on his mind. You know, the windows to your soul in your eyes. So he's mad. And it's only been 2 days to him. It ain't been 2,000 years as to us. Come on, bro. It's just 2 days. He's still
There you
mad.
go.
Verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
So your feet the same color as your body. So his feet were like brass or bronze, as if you burnt it. That'd be darker than me. So that's how dark he is. That's Messiah. All right. His name is Yahushua. They call him. What was y'all called? The Puerto Ricans?
Taínos.
The Taíno Indians. They used to say, "Hi, Yahweh."
Mhm.
Yahweh. You see that? So our people knew these languages before slavery. All right.
And his voice is the sound of many waters.
Right, so his voice carried real strong. You know what I mean? So in this society now, in their society, we gotta whisper. You can't even say anything loud. You can't talk loud. You can't get excited. You know, it's noise ordinances, but you know they want you to be effeminate. You know, you can't speak up. Right?
Toxic masculinity.
They call it toxic masculinity. But yeah, man, you're a prince, bro.
The Bible says make a joyful sound.
That's right, bro.
There you go.
That's right. But he's not coming to save the whole world. He's only coming to save Israelites. You know?
So what about Naphtali and Asher?
Yeah. We go across. Where is that? Dominican. Oh, is that? No, there's nobody. No, that'd be Dominicans and Uruguayans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and a few others too. You know, like we all the tribes, the Latino, Native American.
So I see.
We scattered everywhere.
Haile Selassie is on there.
Yeah,
So
because
is that a false prophet too?
definitely, completely. Because Solomon never got intimate with Sheba. What's her name?
Bathsheba?
Queen of Sheba, the African.
Bathsheba.
Yeah, I don't know her name, but I think it was Queen Sheba.
Bathsheba was somebody different.
Yeah, that's somebody
Who committed adultery with.
David.
With David.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is Solomon. They try to say that's Solomon's son, but he was from Elam. You see that? So he's not the Messiah, and he bowed to the Queen of England. And the Lord said, when he comes, we say, lo here, lo there.
Didn't they be? Didn't he claim
Look at that, lo here, lo there.
tribe of Judah?
Yeah. So how he gonna breed from the tribe of Judah when Queen Sheba and Solomon never had sex? I ain't gonna say that from the family, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But so he's not their son. He's not Solomon's son. Solomon was from the tribe of Judah. Judites are Negroes. He's not. Right? Go ahead.
This is the book of St. Luke, chapter 17, starting at 20.
Yep. This is it. This is how the Lord gonna return.
And when he was demanded of the Pharisees when the kingdom of the Most High should come, he answered them and said, the kingdom of the Most High cometh not with observation.
Right. It come not with observation. Oh, the paper here. Come.
Neither shall they say, lo here or lo there.
So you ain't gonna say, hey, he over here, he over there, he in this country. You know, he was already on the earth. He came back twice. Nah. Go ahead. Somebody get that Acts chapter 1 where it says the same way we saw him going into the country. Go ahead.
For behold, the kingdom of Yahweh is within you.
See that? Go ahead.
And he said unto the disciples,
You ain't gotta look for it. It's within us. We the prophets. We the ones gonna step out in front of the world and usher in the return of our king. You know, that's how he's gonna show up with trumpets blasting. He ain't gonna show up in Miami. You know you get what I'm saying? Go ahead.
it says,
They ain't gonna be able to put him on the cross twice.
it says, the days will come when ye shall desire to see one of the days of the Son of Man, and ye shall not see it. And they shall say to you, see here or see there. Go not after them, nor follow them.
Yeah, you're not supposed to follow them. Right, go not after them, or follow them. All the people all that, the Lord said you're not supposed to be following that. That deals with Rastafarianism. And that was created during the time of Bob Marley. So it's like, it's you know, the Keeper and the gas.
He got you. He got your number.
That's called a false prophet.
No, but I mean, is that Malcolm X?
No, man. That's
Oh. Okay.
Nathaniel Ray. That would sound like that too. But yeah, him.
This guy's on the piggy list.
Come on, bro. That's power bottom.
This guy.
Yeah, so all of these people, man, look at this.
On the TV all the time.
Joel Osteen, clean your pockets.
This guy's hat.
Yep, the fish hat. Dagon.
Dagon, yeah.
Come on, bro.
Fish hat.
Eddie him too. All of them. They all sold out. Oprah too. She blended. That's another false prophet. These are people that act like us. They know they're Israelites, but he took the purse. He's like a $10 million man.
Mm-hmm.
He teach what I teach, what we teach. It's like, how you get rich, bro? I ain't asked for you for the money. Yeah, Martin Luther King too. The problem with him was he didn't believe in the Lord's true name. One, he believed in Jesus, which goes into Zeus.
Right.
You gotta go back to the Hebrew.
Yeah, it's like,
You know what I mean?
like Satan in disguise.
Being real, you know what I mean?
Well, that's like the thunder god, right?
Yeah, and that goes into Baal.
Greek.
Yeah, and it goes all back to Babylon.
Yeah.
He ain't had no beard. Prophet's supposed to have a beard. Also, he was telling our people to come and merge with the heathens. You know what I mean? And he said, I took them to the mountaintop. He had a dream that he led people to a burning house. So he was a false prophet. And the Lord didn't send him. We the real prophets to tell you the things that are about to come to pass. World War III, the MOTV.
This world's getting kind of crazy, man.
The digital system.
Oh yeah, the mark of the beast.
Yeah. So that's
the digital ID here. What they want to force that in the UK.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. So the digital ID. So all these things are prophecy. You don't hear this fully in church. Not fully. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So yeah, bro. We gotta get our people prepared for this. You know. And how are you? What do you think? How can your family be protected from what's coming? You see that? Money can't save you. Gold can't save you. You know?
Yeah, start growing your own crops, man.
No, they ain't gonna save you.
Live off the grid.
In World War III?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to that, you know, what can you do?
Bring to the Most High.
You know?
Psalm 91, real quick.
This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1.
Right.
For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
Right. So that day coming. World War III, nuclear missiles about to hit this place. 200 million from Russia, China, Iran, India. Everybody about to destroy this place. All the nations gonna focus their attention on America. That was
What you do is accept your fate and just pray and just
when Daddy about to bring that whooping, you gotta sit there and take a slap. Have mercy.
Pray for mercy, that's it.
That's it. Have mercy. That's all you can do. Because it's his judgment. Think about it, right? Ain't no way out. You can get if you get a weapon, right? You're gonna need that to protect your family.
and
We'll run out.
we want to live in a world that's just nothing.
Thank you, bro.
No food, no life, nothing.
Right. We see it as that now with the wickedness going on.
Yeah, I mean,
Right? So go ahead real quick.
It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven,
Right, it's gonna burn like an oven here. There ain't gonna be nowhere to hide. Go ahead.
and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
So they're gonna be part of that. They're gonna be dust. World War II, World War I, World War II, and World War III are in the Bible. All right, Revelation. Go ahead.
And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Yeah, but what you say? None shall escape. What was that? Yeah, let me know you gotta head off too, man. But you got our paper. We on YouTube. You probably see yourself on there tonight. Yeah, you on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 19. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?
Hey, so come on. So with that being said, if you feel like you got a plan or whatever the case may be to get yourself out of the situation from the wrath that's to come, it's not going to work unless it's the blueprint that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has established. All right. So with that being said, if the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua got a bullet with your name on it, you can't escape from that. So if you decide, just like for instance, you say, stop Parliament food, anything like that, if you say, there's a way that seems right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. So you stop following his food, you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. So at the end of the day, that's why you acknowledge the Lord, and the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that he directs your steps through the truth, the path of truth, the path of righteousness, that you won't fall subject into none of these perils that's to come.
I was gonna say,
it's like, yeah, you could be stockpiling for the toughest guy on the block.
That's what the scripture says.
You know what I mean? You might just be,
If you try to prepare, you could be preparing for somebody else to take you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because if I get taken out, I mean, my daughters, my kids, I mean, come on.
That's why faith is so important.
We're out here alone.
Okay, you grab all the time.
this is what really needs to happen. Right? This is Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, for my fortress, and Yahweh, in Him will I trust. Surely He will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler. These are all the traps that's going to be set up. And dealing with the secret place is indulging in His word. So that's the secret place. That's the only thing. He's putting us in a situation where we can only have faith and hope our way out. Like there's nothing that we're going to be able to do ourselves for us to be able to escape this upcoming judgment. All right, it says, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge, my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
There you go. So His truth is going to be your defense. You know, His truth is going to be the riches as it is today, and it will be tomorrow. You know, wisdom is the true riches. You know, they look down upon it, but the Lord has a promise for us, man. Just for us, untouchable in the heavens.
These are like,
Yeah.
spoken in Revelation.
Yeah, I heard you, Travis. Yeah, that's it, man.
It's basically all the kingdoms that
Come on, man. You got it, bro. We're dealing with you, bro. You just need the information.
Boy, what about this over here? I'd like to take a look at this.
Let's walk over here. Yep. So this is the MOTB. We can't talk about it too much on YouTube. They block our page.
Yeah, I know.
But-
Especially now with the digital ID and
Yeah.
stuff, man.
Yeah.
And then martial law, man.
Yeah.
What do you think that's coming pretty soon too? Or what? Yeah, you guys, yeah. It's this is 9/11 for there's a new one that's like new one like with the $2 bill. This is a $2 bill is cursed too. It's like you pull that in certain ways. It's like
I got one at the house. I'm trying.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want. Yeah. That's right. But I saw the one with the planes though, like that right there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's another one with that show like flood waters or something. That's the 100. Okay, yeah.
got one of them nails too with the 5 6 on.
Yeah,
Nothing happens by chance.
I know. They put these little messages in there.
This is Second Esdras, chapter 9, verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby...
So you gotta have works. You gotta have works. Alright? So you gotta have works.
Things without work.
Yeah. Faith without works is dead. So what's your works? Your works is keeping His laws to the best of your ability, and also coming out here and teaching. See, that's what the men have testicles, so we're the ones that give the testimony.
Hey, that's a good one. I never thought of that.
A woman ain't gonna do it. Yeah, the women ain't supposed to do it. But we supposed to do it. You feel me? We gotta be His voice. So a woman can't be His voice on the earth. The man has to be the voice. A woman can be the voice in the household, teach the children and the other women. Right, go ahead.
shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed.
Right, so if you don't believe, you won't escape from what's coming. World War III. And saying that ain't so. World War III. Say the dollar ain't crashing. Alright?
Shall be,
But they say on Instagram POV. Prove that ain't happening. Go ahead.
shall be preserved,
Getting it done. Yeah.
shall be preserved from the said perils.
So if you have works and you have faith, then faith without works is dead. You said it. Then you shall be saved from the said perils that's coming. You see that? The same God that's bringing the judgment will be the one that's going to protect you. Go ahead.
And shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
See, you got to be called from the beginning. You know what I mean? All right, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and His glory from the rising of the sun.
All over the world, they're gonna see the protection of the Lord's children. He's gonna protect His children in the midst of it, just like He did in Egypt. Go ahead.
When the enemy shall rush in as a flood,
Just like Pharaoh's army, when they rush in with martial law. Right? Go ahead.
the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
The spirit of Yahweh that's in you, remember He said the kingdom is within you. that spirit is going to lift up a standard saying, touch not my anointed. See that?
What about the 1,000 years? Jesus is gonna reign and
Okay.
the Satan is gonna rule for 1,000 years and then
Let's go there. Y'all know what
get locked back up and then
Yeah.
Jesus is gonna rule for another 1,000 after that.
Yeah, they mixed that up.
Or is it the other way around?
No, you're saying it right. But
Okay.
I'm going to break it down for you.
Okay.
All right, real fast. You know, you got to go.
It's Revelation 20:1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand.
Right, the bottomless pit is over there in Europe today. Right? And that angel that came down is Yahweh Shai himself. He said he holds the keys to hell and death. All right? Hell is basically slavery on earth. So we're in hell right now. We're coming out of it. So at that time, the Lord was putting Esau, these people, he was putting them in hell. All right? That was called the Byzantine Empire. The Lord was bringing down what was called the Western Roman Empire. It was called the fall of Rome. So who did that? The Lord was showing you, he said, I'm the one that did that. And I can put them back in slavery. All right, but I'm going to loose them a little bit. Remember that? He said it's coming
Did
together.
Rome just change locations over time?
No, it rose back up in 476.
Before you see the blessed here in Washington, D.C. and
Thank you.
see all
It changed.
the-
It became what?
even in London, you see that?
It became a dragon.
Yeah,
Making sense?
yeah.
It became a dragon. It
Like,
became a
like
beast.
London's not even part of England. Just like
Yeah.
Washington, D.C. is not even a part of the United States. It's their own separate
Yeah.
thing. Like the Vatican. They got
Okay.
their own government, their own
Yes,
military.
it is a government. It's a bank.
It's not a part of Italy. It's like a they're like all these
Jesuits
things
and all that. The Jesuits.
separate.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's all part of Edom's, Esau. Once you understand that, it's all part of their conglomerate, right? It's called the beast system. It's called the dragon and the beast system. Right? So now let's get back to the point.
You want to go into that?
No, just we're gonna get back to our point, our lesson in a
And
second.
did they say that the scarlet?
Scarlet means red.
Yeah, the
Red people.
scarlet.
Yeah, these are red people. Let's talk about these people. Alright? Saying this whole system is ran by Edom. Edom means red. Jacob and Esau. But Edom's on the earth. That woman represents America, the whore. The pimp is Europe. They're the bankers, the Federal Reserve, you know, all that. They run America. Right? The Rothschilds, all these names. Oppenheimer, you know, there's a lot of them. The Gates.
Yeah, the Rothschilds. Isn't that who runs Israel?
Yes. Yes.
Land of the Rothschilds.
Yes, man. Come on, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they there and they the fake ones, who are we?
Yeah, well, the Bible even says.
Blasphemy of being the city of Jews and not.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we're reading John, Come on, bro. So it's our turn, man. It's our turn to get our stuff back, but do we deserve it? That's why the Lord said a remnant gonna be saved, not everybody. You feel me? Those that hear his call. Go ahead.
All right, this is Revelation 20:2. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
See that? So the Lord bound them up for 1,000 years. It's called the Byzantine Empire. It really started from the 2nd century AD to about 476 AD. That was the fall of Rome.
Yeah, was that around the Council of Nicaea?
The Council of Nicaea was 325. So it was around that time.
Yeah.
You feel me? And Constantine was a so-called black man.
They took a lot of the books out and they decided.
Yeah, they brought in the Holy Trinity,
They
false
decided
doctrine.
what was not going to be, what books to take out. Like
Homo Usi and Homo Eus.
Book of Enoch, and all the books of Apocrypha.
Yeah, they took the Apocrypha
took
out.
all that stuff out.
That's right. Well, the Catholic Church took the Apocrypha out. Young more people knowing it. Yeah, man. So, that's right. Go ahead. We had to wake you up. We had that coffee for your mind, right?
Verse 3, it says, and cast him to the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled.
That's where you was at. Till the 1,000 years will be fulfilled, they ain't gonna be able to let loose, but they can go out and deceive some more. See that? Go ahead. So they were bound all the way to the 1400s. But you get this guy. 1400s. That's when they had the Renaissance. The word Renaissance means what? Rebirth or rebuilding. So they fell 1,000 years, and then they built back up, and now they built all the way up until the Roman Empire that they called America and the New World Order. Go ahead.
All right, skip to verse 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth.
So they went out to deceive the whole world in the four corners of the earth. So that's why you see them everywhere. Taking over the whole world.
Appreciate it.
That cool family, man. Y'all look cool, man.
Thank you.
Yep. So.
I said, Gog and Magog to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea.
Yeah. All right, so so it already happened. You know what I mean? So now that happened when they came out from the mountains. They got ran up into the mountains. You know, the Caucasian race. And then they came out.
Caucasus Mountains, right?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Like southern Kazakhstan or Russia.
Yeah, kind of, but not really that though. You know, not really that. But they got ran up into the mountains.
Gog and Magog?
That's Russia.
That's Russia.
That's Russia. That's just Russia.
Gog and Magog?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's basically, you might as well just say Eurasia, Eastern Asia. So you got the prince, right? The chief prince would be in Moscow, the Kremlin. So they're the ones that run all of that Eastern Eurasia, what used to be the USSR, you know, the United Social Service Republic, Soviet Republic.
Because from what I understand, like, that's when you get like Ashkenazi Jews and then Sephardic Jews, but the Ashkenazi were the ones that kind of came from like
Yeah, you get a split with Russia and all
Caucasian,
that.
Caucasian mountains.
Yeah, and then they set them up in 1498.
Sephardic came from like Spain or the Mediterranean, like northern Africa.
Okay, yeah. At the end of the day, that don't really matter though.
Doesn't really matter.
Nah, they all devils. You know what I mean? Like, where did you come from? The west or the east? No, you came from hell. That's where they came from. That's where they returned. Right?
Yeah, I was in.
They cave people.
I was in Israel back in 2012.
Right.
And I was just visiting a friend over there.
Okay.
Who I actually met here. And yeah, they were just like, man. Told me about all kinds of stuff like that. I don't want to.
Nah, you don't want to say too much, man. You want
Too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of that. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, we ain't on that though. Yeah, they ain't got nothing to do with us. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the guys with the furry hats and the black cubes and
Yeah.
the Orthodox.
Yeah. Saturn worshippers.
Saturn worshipers.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, yeah, tell me all kinds of messed up stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like,
But I mean, it's a lot of dark stuff in the world.
Kids, you know, they'll
yeah,
like,
we got really.
like kill their kids.
Yeah, you turn. Nah, we don't want to talk about that. Bro. We're gonna continue with this.
And it was kind of messed up too because I don't think you're walking on the same side street. They don't even want to walk on the same side street.
They shouldn't. If you're in your right state of mind,
they're just like,
yeah, I don't want them to be fake. I'd rather them be in that state of mind.
oh, I'm getting, you know.
And then the Lord shows
just
up.
like, man, like, not like,
You think it's me, so we
not
know.
like,
I think it's perfect.
not like loving at all.
You want the night to be night.
That go back to the point
But
of
that
what
was-
we speaking about Martin Luther
But
King.
I was ignorant.
I understand though.
Like
I mean, we
didn't
human.
know, and so
We
it
human.
was just like,
You know, your family love you growing up, and then you get older and they hate you.
and I kind of was
Alright,
like,
now we
kind of made me
have-
think, man, like,
Yeah.
is my skin my sin? You know, is that what's
No,
like,
that's how they look at it.
yeah,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean? It's like, because I experienced some kind of racism.
Yeah, we go through. Yeah,
And I'm,
especially with
and
that.
I'm, and I'm not like really dark, but dark enough to get discriminated against.
But the Lord said this was gonna happen. This is why.
I left there.
Go ahead.
This is the book of
It's not
Deuteronomy.
about skin. This is why. Look, this is why.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28,
It's not about skin, but I know you know that. But,
verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, And thou shalt come down very low.
Right, so the Lord said the stranger that was around us was going to get up above us very high, and we got put very low as a nation, right? They became the rich elite bankers. They run the whole world, New World Order, right? And we got put low. Keep going. That's all they do.
He says, he shall lend to thee.
Right, he's going to lend to us. They're the lenders, they're the bankers. Go ahead.
And thou shalt not lend to him.
Right, so we were the original lenders during the time of King David. Right?
He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
Right, so they became the head, and we became the bottom. The bottom of the barrel. Right?
It says, moreover, all these curses.
All these curses. Oh, is it skin color? No, it's a curse that's upon the skin. Not the skin. Go ahead.
Shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake till thou be destroyed.
So we became destroyed, bro. Somebody show me the slavery sign? Right? So these curses overtook us. The Lord said, we didn't listen to him, keep his laws. Our people still don't want to listen. They still eating pork, shrimp, lobster. They still dealing with Christmas, Halloween, right? Yeah. Look at that. These are Gadites. These are curses that the Lord said. This is our dad whipping our behind. He handed us over to these devils. Right? They put us into their hands. Look what they did to us. He said, we didn't want his love, so I'm going to show you the world that hates you.
You still
that.
You still see, you know, remnants of that same mentality.
The same energy, man.
Yeah, same energy.
They call them Karen.
I'm I've lived here about 2 years now. I'm from California.
Okay. Yeah, y'all more open spirited too, man. Just like you feel it.
To see that kind of vibe still, like after like a long time, you know, like.
Yeah. They say,
really? Like really? Like, hey. Man, they're like, we're in 2025. This ain't 1925. It's 2025 already. It's like, dang.
Kind of funny that we speaking on that topic. Mississippi, they just found the 16th person floating in the river, same river, and the mayor says it's no foul play at hand. But the whole community and everybody outside of that community expect to take body to it. That they expect that it's foul play and they think that it's a serial killer. So yet to say that that's still going on literally until this day.
Yeah, right now I live in down in St. Augustine, and I heard about what happened back in the '60s, where that person threw the acid in the pool.
That was off of Mon Creek, actually.
Yeah, and then there was a white guy that stood up and like spoke out against it.
Right.
And they found him in the bayou in Mississippi somewhere.
Right. Yeah, man.
They found him in the bayou like a week later. And it's like, man.
The brother was just saying that they'll unalive their own people if they're not with the agenda.
Hey, but guess what? I don't care about none of that.
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
Go ahead. That's right. We don't care about that. Let them have their way. Let them do what they do. Let them have their fun, man. We're going to have our fun.
Back at verse 45. It says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee.
See, the Lord says it's going to overtake us. There's nothing we can do about it. Go ahead.
Till thou be destroyed.
We got destroyed, man. Go ahead.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh to keep.
We don't need to figure out them or what they did. We need to figure out where we went wrong with our Creator. All right, go ahead.
To keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee.
Are you keeping his statutes today? That's what you got to ask yourself. You know, are you attempting to reach and see what are his laws? You know, what am I going wrong to you? All right, go ahead.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
For a wonder. People looking at it like, why is this happening to all these people? To these people. How did this nation, this weak nation that can't beat us in anything, they couldn't beat y'all in racing? If you remember, what's his name? They got his skull down in Atlanta. Geronimo. Yeah, they couldn't beat him in racing. They said he could run miles with water, whole water in his mouth.
Even in Peru, with Tupac Amaru.
Tupac, yeah.
They basically they couldn't kill him.
Yeah.
They even tried to tie horses to his limbs.
Yeah, I heard about that.
They couldn't rip him apart.
Right.
Wow.
They had to decapitate him.
So, and then you got sports. They can't handle us in sports. Come on, bro.
That's a whole nother.
So that's a whole nother thing. They're not better than us. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about the skin color, man. I know it affects us, man.
They can't handle us in economics either because think about what happened after the Roaring '20s, the Great Depression. We weren't allowed to put our money in banks. All of them had their money in banks, and then the whole stock market crashed, and they lost everything. That's why we were still thriving. That's why they started sitting out of tax corners like Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
Look what they did to a whole block in Philly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's because we were still thriving. You know, when they were eating dust.
They didn't even. They didn't
pray
take.
for the young brother that just found out how to turn plastic into fuel.
Yeah, he cool. Yeah. But they didn't know how to take showers. We taught them to take showers during the Byzantine Empire.
Right, well, that's why it's called a French bath.
Yeah, the French bath. Funny. Yeah, real quick. And yeah, they said we wouldn't last a day going back to that time period, the 1400s.
Hey, don't even get started.
They said we would die instantly because if we was, I told you, they ain't even listening. But we would during that time period in the Roman Empire, they would just poop on the floor in piles of feces, and they would continue to have conversations and parties, and they had women that would wear cakes on their head. They have piles of hair with perfume all over it, and the shit would rot on their head, have lights in it, all kind of shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's dumb, man. That's dumb. But they had lights in their hair.
Poop over the wall.
Yeah, man. But that ain't our focus today, man. We're here to talk about us. We're here to talk about the tables turning. Us, that while we shouldn't envy y'all, while we should walk through the suburbs and smile and let y'all try to have y'all way and catch a lawsuit. Right?
This is back in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46.
Right, go ahead.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness.
You got serving with joyfulness. And you love serving Yahweh outside. He said his commandments are not grievous, only to the wicked, man. And I don't believe that they'll be grievous to you. You know, you gotta try our best. You don't have to be perfect, but you gotta try. Right? Go ahead. Keep your beard if you can.
Yeah, I wanted to.
It's tough in these jobs, and they say you gotta
grow mine back out.
Try
I used to have a 4 or 5 inch long beard.
Get that beard back, man. That's like antennas.
Yeah, don't disrespect the face, man.
Yeah, I think it'll start to look gray a little bit. That's why.
That way you gotta say
That's what my wife is.
Get that Beijing.
Yeah.
Good thing to see those grades.
I'm 44. It's gonna happen.
It says back at verse 47, because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst.
So we became what? Beggars. We became the ones in hunger and thirst. We lost everything. You see that? And we had to go to them for everything now. To even get our identity. They call us black and Negro. Give us something. Oh, your name is going to be Jackson. What name am I speaking no English, sir? You know? Here was your name. Y'all, when they had y'all in the classes, they wouldn't let y'all speak the native tongue. And they gave y'all identity. But they wouldn't acknowledge you. Exactly. Yeah, they took it. They know we the Hebrew Israelites. Imagine them telling us that you're a child of God.
That's one reason why they can't give the reparations.
They can't give it.
Because there's no nationalities, you know.
Right.
So
yeah, they can't give it to us. They can't give us what we deserve. The Lord got it. So Ruth 3 and 8. Whenever you got a rule, you know.
okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah.
And keeping the Sabbath too, which is today.
No, it just so happened.
Is the Sabbath Saturday?
No.
Or is it Sunday?
No, it's the new moon.
Oh, it's the new moon.
Many moons ago. You know that. New moon.
So the Sabbath isn't Saturday. In Spanish, it's Sabbath.
Yeah. Sabbath, I know about that. Yeah. But in the Hebrew, it's just
Sunday is,
yeah.
of course, Sunday.
Yeah, but no, it's
Monday is Moon Day.
Monday, Tuesday,
Tuesday is Martes. So that's
Yeah.
Marte. That's Mars. Mars Day.
Yeah, damn.
Wednesday's miércoles, which is Mercury Day.
Mercury, Woden. That goes into Santa Claus and all that. So Santa Claus
Thursday's jueves,
don't mean to ruin
which
nobody's
is
Christmas.
jueves is
Run for Santa Claus.
Jupiter Day.
Thursday and Thursday.
Yeah,
And she can step on this one if she
jueves
wants.
Jupiter Day.
Sorry.
And then Friday, Friday Viernes, which is Venus Day.
She can step on
You can stop on that one if you want.
Okay.
Hey, pleasure meeting you, man. What's your name?
Sid.
Sid, Howard Warren, man. All right, you got the page, right?
Yes,
on
yes, I
YouTube?
do. So the Sabbath is the
Oh,
new moon.
new moon. The word month comes from the moon.
So the Sabbath is only like once a month.
No. All right, here you go. Real quick, let me break it down for you.
Yeah, because
New moon. Follow me. New moon. New month. Next new moon is the Sabbath. Look at the way it's the moon. Look at Saturday. Look at that. See that? Let's break that down. So whenever the new moon is, that's your next Sabbath. New moon is the Sabbath. And the next evening is the first day. The seventh evening is the Sabbath. So it changes.
okay.
See that? So right now I'm more confused. It landed on Saturday.
Well, thank you for clarifying.
No problem, man.
All right, are we ready to go?
That's right. Yeah, get that. Yeah, that's right.
All right, Shalom.
I'm sure the audience will love you, man.
All right.
Come on, man.
Take care, everybody.
All right,
Yeah.
man. So long. Let's start this. What was that? Somebody get Baruch 3 and 8?
Baruch 3 and Baruch 3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, but thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse.
You gotta back up for the camera.
And to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from Yahweh of power.
Can you read that again, brother?
Baruch 3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
So behold, we are still yet this day in our captivity. But even though we're sitting on the, as a nation sitting on the ground, dirty, homeless, you know, no certain dwelling place, we still got everything to smile about. You know what I mean? Because we got the kingdom. We got the blessing of the Spirit. That was given to Jacob, not Esau. All right? So you don't have to walk around with your head down. The Lord gave us a reason to pick our heads up. He told us that. The world wants you to have your head down. That's why they got you looking at phones, right, Zarya?
I like that.
I didn't turn the camera.
The Lord telling us what? Look up. All right? Go ahead.
Where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments.
So we're over here subject to payments, which is paying taxes. And the major place our people pay taxes at is what? In jail. You see that? That jail tax. All right? So we're paying taxes is another form of slavery. Okay? What you got? What page you on?
I was about ways.
No, it's gonna switch. You don't have those?
Nah.
I'm gonna give it to you.
You want to use it? You want to go? Okay. All right. You want to go ahead and switch now?
You got your old phone with you? We still live on that?
Yeah, we live. Sorry about that, man. We were thinking about this damn technology. All right. So now, look at Proverbs 23 and 1. All right. So we're gonna go from beggars and lowly to being royalty, kings, princes, no longer disrespected. You know. Because neither shall dog raise his tongue at you.
This is Proverbs 7:23.
What does that mean? I mean, in that day, not even a dog is going to growl at you. You feel me? There ain't gonna be no danger.
Proverbs 7:23, verse 1. When thou
No, it's not
sittest to eat with the ruler, consider diligently what is before thee.
So the Lord's saying, while we're in this condition, in this lowly condition, and you begin to sit and eat with the rulers, and using their dollar, using their schools, using their jobs, he said what? Do this.
Verse 2, and put a knife to thy throat.
So have restraint, you know? Tread lightly in this place, in this beggarly condition. Don't sound loud, because the Lord said he got you. All right, go ahead.
And put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite.
Right, so if you got desires and lusts, and, you know, still sinful, things that you want in this world, and you know the devil is tricks to that. You know, that's why he said, let patience have her perfect work, that you may be entire, wanting nothing from this damn place. You get what you work for, man. Your daily bread.
Don't take the cheese. It's a trap.
Don't take the purse. Yeah, the cheese. It's a trap. That's right. All right. Go ahead, man.
Verse 3, be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat.
Deceitful, man. Everything here is deceitful. The dollar, even their job. You think you're gonna get a job and it's gonna be smooth sailing. No, they're gonna work you. They're gonna work you. Until your back go out.
Jobs also cause you to lose your family core values. Like you go to these jobs and you give 110% to where you're overworked and underappreciated, and then when you come home, you don't have the same energy to do the same thing. A lot of women, they sell out for these jobs, go to these jobs to work 110% and complain about their job to the house, but they can't say that same. They can't have that same energy at the workplace that they feel about their supervisors, whatnot, but then come home and be too tired to give that same energy to the household.
I work 9 to 5 just like you.
Right. But yeah, it's just that's what these jobs, that's what this whole system does to you. Try to choke everything out of you.
Yeah, the schools. You know, so everything here is dainty, deceitful means. You know, the schools, the churches, everything here, everything that they built. You know, it's all the mouth, all the spirit that leaped out of Europe, out of the dragon like a frog. You know, the wickedness of evil, all this system, their courthouses. You know what I mean? Get it? They're celebrities. You know.
It's Revelation 16 and 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
Right. So this is their creation, by their word, by their commands. It's to establish all these systems over here in America, religious systems, banking systems, school systems. You know, to manipulate people through what? Deception. They the one that established the internet, but the military had it first. They the one that had established AI. More control, less privacy, more manipulation. That's why I said, what?
Proverbs 23, verse 3, be not desirous of his dainties, for they are deceitful meat.
Yeah, deceitful, man. Right?
Verse 4, labor not to be rich.
Right, so you work to have your daily bread. You know, so you don't have to labor to be rich. You know, you might get on the internet, do some streaming here and there, but you don't want to become ISO Speed. You know, you don't want to become Will Smith. You know, you might do a little local movie or something. That don't mean you're wicked. But you don't want to be like, I'm about to become a movie star like Denzel.
Hey, come on. To achieve that type of status quo, you got to sell out, man.
You don't want to be the individual that wakes up in the morning and the first thing you text on the internet says, let's go get the bag. That's the mindset of these people. That's the first thing they think about.
Yeah, mine like, we'll get $1.
Hey, real quick, if I may add on real fast, what the dude, Casanet, they had the little mafia-thon thing going on the streaming. Nike offered him $300 million not to use Jeebus. I mean, that's the devil himself, though, but he denied it, though, man. But that's how we got to be for the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. Hey, they offer you the whole world, you got to deny that for the eternal life that's promised to you already, man.
Yeah. Right. Were you able to love me?
No, I don't have one.
I just do it for you. I just put my name when they say it out loud, man. All right, so can you go over the 8? No. All right. First Samuel 2 and 6, and then
You want Proverbs? All right. This is Proverbs chapter 23, verse 4. Labor not to be rich. Cease from thy own wisdom.
Right, Scripture says those that desire to be rich pierce themselves through with hurtful lust. It's just a destination for destruction, man. It says surely the want for riches weary the flesh.
Verse 5. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward the heaven.
Can you imagine your father saying that to you? You're like, yo, I gave Esau his blessing. Like, trust me. Don't follow after him.